Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Dr. Fantastic Interviews, on the search worldwide for fantastic people, where I could bring you information and technology to improve either your mind, the body, or the planet, or sometimes all three. I've got Trevor on board today, and Trevor is blowing town. He's leaving fabulous, fantastic Malibu for Texas.
That's right.
For the big plains of Texas. Where do you live in Texas? Houston, oil capital.
That's right.
Of the world, I imagine, or something like that.
Yeah.
I got a friend who has
Top five for sure.
an oil strike that's supposedly bigger, can fuel America for the next 6 years.
Wow.
And so I bought some stock in it, and hopefully that's going to explode.
Well, you just got to hold on to that thing. That's
what do you think
stocks.
the secret to happiness is in your young mind?
That's a big, awesome question. Let's see. The answer to that's kind of an individualistic thing.
Of course.
Think it's really like
I'm asking your opinion.
Journey. For me,
yeah, for not for that guy who's driving next to us.
For me, I like thrills. I've channeled it more as I've gotten older. When I was younger, I was like a lot more crazy, but I like thrills, and I used to love gambling, but now I love making deals and doing business. That's what keeps me happy and engaged. So
you grew up. That's good.
Quality time with people as well is very important to me and my happiness.
Okay.
Exercise, very important to my happiness. Eating, but I'm not doing so great at that. I need to do a little better eating habits. Better eat more greens,
Well, I love eating. I've been doing it for I think 65 years now, almost 3 times a day, sometimes more. I think I'm real good at it.
I'm with you. Bro.
My wife's French, and she's a gourmet cook.
Oh, you're lucky,
and
man.
So I am a very, very lucky man.
It's like
blessed.
There's a Paul McCartney interview, and he's talking to Linda McCartney, and she's French, and she always had the table just spread with cheese,
right,
strawberries, and all things good.
Well, life is very short, and so you have to make the best of every day. A lot of philosophers have said, live every day as though it's your last, because one day it will be.
Yep.
And I've been living it like that for a long time and having a hell of a good time. Now, as I told you earlier before we went on to the show, I created the Be Fantastic movement, which is a movement that's going to basically make you a happier guy and make the world a better place.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So tell me about so when you order, just living life and feeling it, and that's so awesome. And then
Yes.
there's that fine line of being irresponsible or fucked up or stupid.
Well, you do that when you're young, get that out of your system. I still do it when I'm old a little bit. Yesterday I went out to see that big yacht out there.
Yep.
And in my younger days, maybe 10 years ago, I would have gone even though the waves were big. But the thing is, I know that it's going to take too long to get there, and the waves could have been worse coming back, so it wasn't a really good decision. You get a little wiser when you get a little older, right?
Of course.
So I would have loved to go out and see that billion-dollar yacht out there, but it wasn't worth the risk, And so I take risks still, because I don't have any fear. I have no fear of failure. That's why I've probably tried 84
that's great,
different things. But there's no reason to have fear.
I had a math teacher.
Fear is false expectations. What's the A stand for? I keep thinking AR. Appearing real. False expectations appearing real.
Nice.
And there's no reason to have fear. Or anxiety. Or stress.
Yeah.
Do you have any stress in your life?
I got that anxiety bad. I get that anxiety.
Okay, I can get rid of it right now for you if you want.
Oh, let's see it.
Okay, anxiety is usually the fear of something.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to have fear again, because you look at that anxiety and ask yourself, the apprehension you're feeling because of it, right? And with that fear and that anxiety that's existing in your mind right now is going to be important 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years, or in your life, and the answer is going to be no.
Yeah.
So knowing that it's not going to be important in the future, don't let it be important in the present.
That's the key, right?
That's the key.
There it is.
And not take life so serious.
A lot of those.
Why is everyone taking life so serious?
Yeah.
It's a game. And the game of life, they call it the game of life, can be won by just being a good person, having fun, enjoying each day, and not worrying about the outcome. Because if you worry, you will die. My mom died from worrying, from stress, at 40 years old.
Sorry about that.
And that'll kill you. Stress kills you.
I was actually
and stress is all your fault.
I was talking to a girl yesterday who was her body, she had this, her body went into a coma because a bunch of terrible things happened to her family, and then her body. So yeah, that's really terrible.
Well, here's the thing about the past. I consider it garbage and baggage. Okay, so
I like to think of it as like I learned from it.
You
though.
definitely learn from it, but if I'm talking about the negative stuff,
For sure.
if you've been raped or beat or whatever happened in your past, don't carry it with you anymore. Throw it away, ignore it, forget about it. If it didn't kill you, it made you tougher.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
But people want to carry that baggage with them. Oh, I was raped.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was this. I had the worst childhood you could ever imagine. But I'm not carrying it with me and using it as a crutch.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like a there's two types of people thing. Like, there's people who think like you, and then there's people who don't quite get it like that, and that's the unfortunate part.
Well, here's the thing. Most people don't get life and don't get how important every day is till they're halfway through, around 50, 55. Then they start to understand how important every day is. And they wish they'd got it sooner. I was lucky. I got it at 17.
Uh-huh.
You know, when I hitchhiked around the world.
That's great.
So I was very lucky. And now in retirement, I'm out to change the world by telling you my knowledge, giving you my experiences, letting you learn by my mistakes.
I'm very open-minded. I love to hear it.
Well, I've got 3,000 interviews, and a lot of my experiences come out in those interviews.
Good for you.
And a lot of the persons I'm talking to obviously come out. I've got 145 podcasts, of which you're being one now, and a radio show.
Excellent.
All
That's
about
beautiful.
giving information and technology to help you
Awesome.
have a better life. So it is a lot of fun. I want you to consider being an ambassador of positivity. That's someone who gets what the movement's about, wants to help others, wants to be kind. Because guess what a fantastic person is? Oh, let me ask you that question. What do you think a fantastic person is and does?
Oh man, there's so many different forms of it. Okay, so like there's a fantastic person that provides really well for their family, or like from a motherly role or a fatherly role, or any role really.
Yeah.
And then there's fantastic people who create jobs and do that kind of thing. And then there's fantastic people that work, and there's fantastic people that there's I don't know.
Okay. Do you know what the word fantastic means?
Yeah, I think so. I've heard it many times. Yeah.
What does it mean? What's the definition
Wonderful,
of the word fantastic?
huge, awesome, amazing,
No.
great.
The definition in the dictionary of the word fantastic
What's that?
is unimaginably good and beautiful.
Wow.
That's the definition. And when you say the word, it releases, like I said earlier, the endorphins that make you feel good. Smile makes you look great. And every time you smile or laugh, you live 5 minutes longer
Uh-huh.
because of less stress.
Sure.
So it is a magic word, and I just recently learned it's not just a word, it's an energy.
Energy.
And you know, words and songs and music is energy.
Yeah.
And if your favorite song came on the radio right now, you'd feel better, wouldn't you?
I want to shout out my band. Is that cool?
That's a fantastic thing.
All
to do.
right. Follow Chopped Up Tulips, or look on Spotify, Chopped Up Tulips, based out of New Orleans, and look up the song Wait for the Sun. That was our hit. We have 1 million streams on it.
Wow. Chopped up tulips?
That's right.
Well, that's not a nice thing to do. Tulips are a beautiful plant.
That was a darker time. I was,
No,
I
but
was
it-
expressive in a different way.
That's
back
fine.
then.
No, I'm just making a joke because it's a great name, actually.
There's a street in New Orleans called Chapatoulas Street.
Okay.
So it's like
Oh.
because it's very French, and it's Chapatoulas Street. Like,
I see.
very
Well, I
nice.
love New Orleans. I've got some great stories about New Orleans.
Beautiful place. Wonderful.
Beautiful place.
So much culture.
The best
Very dense.
food and the
in
best...
the nation. No doubt.
Exactly.
No doubt.
No doubt.
It's the best.
I just don't get how
There's this Pad Thai there. Shout out Thai Mint in New Orleans. It's fucking unbelievable. Sorry if I don't know if I can.
That's
cuss.
fine because it's a podcast.
Fucking fantastic. It's fucking fantastic.
No, that's you're cussing when you say it like that.
Yeah.
It's fan-fucking-tastic is the terminology.
Fan fucking tastic.
And that's how you should be in life. Here's why you're fan-fucking-tastic. Let me tell you why.
Feeling good after
Let me tell you why you're
talking to you is
fan-fucking-tastic.
really nice.
Let me tell you why you're fan-fucking-tastic.
Okay.
One is you're alive. That's fantastic. You almost killed yourself a couple times because maybe you were a spoiled, rotten kid and you went out there and just cheated life like we all do.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay? And you lived through it. That's fantastic. 2 is you're young.
Mhm.
That's fantastic. You have a whole life to do fantastic things, and for other people as well as yourself.
Oh.
3 is you're a good-looking young man, so that's really a real big benefit in life.
Well, that's
Are you in love right now?
Thank you. Oh no.
No, okay. Well, that's fantastic sometimes too, because now you're living for yourself rather than sharing yourself with someone else.
That's right.
And eventually you'll fall in love, and because you only need to love 2 people in the world. Who are they?
Mom.
Nope.
Dad,
Nope.
yourself.
Yes,
and God.
that's 1.
myself in God, Muhammad, Buddha, Allah, as I
I
said.
don't believe in. I don't talk religion or politics. I forgot to give you that warning.
Sorry.
Now you see this bridge coming up right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on the other side of that bridge, on this obviously on that side of the road, is a lot that a home one day will sit, and it's probably a $5 million piece of property.
Dang.
Because look at the view, right? I have 2 lounge chairs, and underneath a tree, and that's where I bring people to give my motivational sessions.
Yeah.
That's one of the locations. It's just kind of cool. If they want to sit there and be motivated, that's great. Because look at that motivational view.
How motivational.
And with my advice,
there's an energy from the ocean that's really
exactly.
Yeah, it's cool.
So this is my spot here,
Oh, beautiful.
which is kind of cool.
You own this place?
No, it's a friend of mine's.
Oh, well, good for them.
So it's a great spot.
Good.
Did I say great? I apologize. It's a fantastic. Spot. Look at that house there. Is that a fantastic house?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one. So, I've got lots and lots and lots of great advice. Let me give you a few of them.
Okay.
Walt. No. What's your first name? What's the pretend name?
Walter.
No.
We get the follow me at Salty Walty. Walter.
Okay, I'll call you Walter. Walter, you are a star of a movie called Walter.
All right.
You're not only the star of that movie, but you're the director, the producer, and the screenwriter.
Yeah.
Every day you have multiple scenes in your movie. This is one of them. For the next 40 minutes, you're in my movie, I'm in yours.
Right on.
And it's up to you, nobody else in the world, you to create fun, exciting, motivational, inspirational, educational scenes.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
And when you do that, when Walter does that, nobody else, you've created a great life for yourself. A great movie, a great life. My movie is unfucking believable. Because I still doing some incredible things. And I plan on doing more. I've only done 84 different professions so far. I'm looking to do more.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I'm going to put the word out. But everyone listening right now, if you've got a challenge for Dr. Fantastic, and you can hire me for one day for that challenge, I will come and show you how easy life is, because I know I could take on that challenge and do a fantastic job for your company. I can approve your company or your way of your doing business, because I've got so many different experiences in so many different fields. Show business, food business, construction business, travel business,
nice.
You name it. You could probably name it.
I just got my last class last night for my real estate license.
I was almost a realtor. I took the test, missed it by 5 points, and said, well, it wasn't meant to be.
Dang.
So if it doesn't work right away, I say it either dies or it flies.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't pass the test, so the real estate career died. But here's another saying that's very important. Every turn you make in life is the correct turn. You have to look at everything as the correct turn, because you didn't make the other one. When you start to believe that all your turns are correct, right, then you're going to get confidence in your decision making.
Okay.
With that confidence, you're going to get success in life, and with that success, you're going to get happiness.
All right.
So it's all about believing in yourself, believing you made the right decision to turn left or to turn right. Now, at 17,
continue on to Palisades Beach Road.
At 17, I decided to hitchhike around the world for my education.
That's awesome.
I know that was the right decision, and I believed in it my whole life. College wasn't for me. All everyone was doing was trying to get laid, and it was just a big social scene. It wasn't even about education,
right,
the way I saw it. So that's another piece of advice, and I've got lots and lots of them. We still have 34 minutes.
Yeah, well, you're a smart dude, man. I can tell. You're really into life. You've really thought about things.
And that's what it is making your movie fun.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you would have got back there and listened to some music, got on the internet, and not participated in my scene.
No, I'm not that kind of fella.
Had you done that,
I love people.
Had you done that, it would have been a bad scene in my movie, right?
Sure.
It would have been a waste of film in my movie, and it would have ended up on the cutting room floor in my movie.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But you didn't, and I appreciate that, and I thank you for that. It looks like they're in a hurry here, the lifeguards.
Yep, we're looking at the ocean. It's very beautiful.
And the lifeguards are in a hurry, so that's not a good sign.
The lifeguards are very close to the shore, driving.
And in a hurry. It's a gorgeous day in Southern California.
In a quarter mile, continue on to Palisades Beach Road.
It's funny how they named this little stretch of PCH. It's not PCH anymore. It's Palisades Beach Road. Did you know that?
Palisades? No, I didn't know that.
Right now, for the next, I think, about a mile, it's not called PCH.
Wow.
See, the more knowledge you have, the easier life is. That's why my life is so easy, because I've got a lot of knowledge about a lot of different things.
Continue
I have no
onto
stress
Palisades Beach Road.
about doing anything, and I know it's all going to work out.
Well,
So
that's
I'll be
great.
fine.
I mean,
That's the attitude, though.
I really wish I could tell you guys have the same one, but
Well, you can do it, though.
you know, I like to have a lot of shit being juggled and a lot of stuff to keep track of.
Yeah, there's all that
Kind of
stuff.
keeps me like anxiety free and engaged. I'm in like a flow zone. Like my mental state's like focused and
That's
in
good.
a role. I get that way with like songwriting, and I was a songwriter.
Now, I asked you earlier about the secret to happiness. You want to hear my secret?
Sure, I'd love to.
When you find your passion, like music, I think music's your passion, even though you're not doing it full time, right?
No.
Well, when you find your passion, you can't wait to wake up in the morning. You jump out of bed in the morning
In 1
because
mile,
you're looking
keep
forward to
left
your day.
onto California,
right?
one
When
south.
that
I'm
happens-
experiencing that right now.
When that happens, you're going to have fun, right?
Yeah.
When that happens, you're going to do it well, right? When
course.
that happens, you're going to make money from it.
I'm doing that
But
right
it's
now.
not the money, and everyone's tied up thinking that it's the money. It's not the money.
Well, I want
money.
the control. I want the control. I don't really care about I just want,
You have the control, though.
but I want a little bit of financial control so I can like go where I want when I please. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's obviously that's a secret too.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
But if you make it everything, you're a fool. Just like Paul and Hey Jude is.
So tell me about your music. You have a hit, huh? Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah, we had a hit called "Wait for the Sun." It was big. It was really big. It's been played in like 100 countries. Or no. It's like 75 countries.
Can you play it on your radio right now, on your phone right now, while we're driving? We got 33 more minutes.
Sure.
What I've had done a lot of time is people who are
Here,
singers
do you have an aux cord?
would sing, and people who
Even
or
aux-
rappers would rap.
Do you have an aux cord?
Do I have a what? Aux cord?
Or something I could play it through the speakers?
No. Bluetooth.
Should I do that?
In a quarter
Yeah,
mile,
yeah.
keep left onto California, one south.
I mean, this is. Oh, it's over here. This thing here. I'm not sure. You can just play it out loud. Oh, there's one thing. No. Just play it through that. It's fine.
Alright.
Keep it simple. I like to keep things simple.
Keep left onto California, one south.
Turn this guy off, though. This woman, she's bothering me.
Do you know who Post Malone is?
No.
I was jamming with him the other day.
Do you know who DJ Quick is?
Nope.
Oh, he's a rapper. I just met him the other day.
Where should I put it up to?
Here, right here. Are you singing on it?
Listen to me, listen clear and loud. I'm a broken person with a twisted mouth. I like to keep it in between the lines, 'cause my scattered thoughts will never be defined. 'Cause I don't know how, and you should figure out these thoughts in my head will surely leave me dead.
The girl Lucy.
'Cause I'm a broken person, not a broken mind. These shattered thoughts will never be defined.
So what genre of music? Would that be pop? Would that be alternative? What
It's a little more
genre?
alternative. We were a little more alternative rock.
Alternative rock.
Yes.
Okay. And there's how many people in the band?
There was, well, it was kind of interchangeable. It was me and the bass player were the consistent. There was typically 4. We had 5 at one point. That was too much.
Yeah.
We had another guitarist. We actually also had a keyboardist for a couple of shows.
Well, what I'm going to do with the Be Fantastic movement, and you sign up for the app,
Yes,
is we're going to
yes.
do concerts. And so we want to stay in touch because the concerts we do, we feel we're going to push the movement to a global community.
Well, great.
Because music is the really way to do it.
Wonderful.
You know? Yeah. And I've got the Santa Monica Civic for Valentine's Day next year. I'm wondering who to put in there. But there's also 2 other competing events that I want to be part of, so you kind of like to have to spread it out. But at any rate, so on the app, when you check it out, we've got products, fantastic services, fantastic people, obviously, and fantastic events. So it's an app for fantastic people, which is kind of cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm
So you're going home for Christmas?
glad to be a part of it. Yes, I am going back to Houston for Christmas. I live in Malibu. I'm starting a company, Safe Smart Services. So,
And it's a staffing company.
a recruit. Well, yeah, it's a recruit. It's going to be recruiting, which
Recruiting.
means the difference is we go out and find employees as opposed to like providing employees. We like go. It's more tailored. Like whatever
Okay.
people want, we'll go find them.
So you go to schools and find them.
Well, it's going to be in the medical, so it's for like
in medical.
doctor's office, rehab, sober living,
okay.
that kind of thing.
Okay, that sounds like
Those
good.
people have problems with finding employees, and I think I'm the guy to bring it to them.
That's a good service.
There's
I
a
like that.
problem, solution,
Yeah.
action. That's the key.
There is a
really.
problem, and you came up with a solution, and you're going to create the action.
Yes, sir.
There you go. And it's just being, working for yourself is extremely important because
For
you
me,
can't get
yes.
fired.
For me, it is.
And and just enjoying what you're doing, and it'll transpire into success.
That's right.
That's the secret to success. Enjoy what you're doing.
That's true. They say that in school, and it becomes a little cliche, but it's really it's pretty true. You just gotta. It takes time, and it's really. People forget how scary it is. Like I just went through it when you really don't know what you're doing, and like. But that's tough. But
Well, you can't be afraid of failure.
everyone figures it out, and it's easy to figure it out. Many people have done it, so you can do it too.
Right.
There's a nice white Maserati in front of us.
Yeah, it's a nice one. What's your favorite car?
Like if I was gonna get a car, I'd probably like reasonably get it like a Porsche Cayenne. But
I just sold my Cayenne.
I love Cayennes.
They're
What year?
Well, it was an older one.
I like that one. I'm a connoisseur. What year?
It was 86 or 90. I can't
Oh,
remember.
great! Those are pretty models. They look like a little more buggish.
Yeah.
I like this.
86.
I was
maybe.
thinking. I just bought a new car. I bought a 19 Q5 Audi Q5 2019, but I was thinking about getting an older Porsche.
I like the Teslas myself right now.
Yeah,
They're amazing.
But okay, so they say like it's whatever grand flat, but then you add the things you want.
Yeah, it's up
anything
there.
cool about it, like
Right.
the self-driving, any of that shit.
Yeah.
It's like way more. So
Right.
I did mine, and it ended up being like 70,000.
Yeah.
It's like maybe next time, Tesla, Elon. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, there's some amazing cars out there, that's for sure.
So where are you from? Can we
I'm
talk
from
about you a second?
Beverly Hills.
Oh, great! Wow, you grew up in Beverly Hills.
No, I didn't grow up in Beverly Hills. I was born in Beverly Hills.
Oh, fun.
What happened was my dad disappeared. He was a producer and left my mom high and dry with 2 kids,
Well,
me and my
that's
sister.
No bueno.
And then she got disillusioned from high society. She actually dated Reagan in the 40s.
Oh wow.
And the only picture I have of her is on a date with Reagan at the Sea Rose, which was a big club back in the day.
Oh, that's so nice.
And so that's in the cover of my book. And so she remarries a beatnik. And we moved from Rodeo Drive to Pacific Avenue in Venice, which was the poorest area of town. So we went from the richest area of town to the poorest.
He
And
really just up and left y'all like that?
just up and left. Turns out he joined a carnival. And we think he was trying to evade the mafia. That's what my theory is.
Really?
Because why do you, all of a sudden, as a successful producer in Hollywood, why do you join a carnival?
Yeah,
And the
that's-
carnival is a way to hide.
That's a
because they're always moving. There's no address, right?
Doesn't make much sense.
And when I inherited, when I found out how he passed away, and I inherited a couple things. I inherited a dollar bill, a photo album of the wedding reception, and a script. And in the wedding, in the 40s, they dressed like clowns, the mafia. It was almost an outfit they wore.
Right.
It's like, and they were proud of it, I guess, or whatever. And so in that picture, we're mafia. And so that's what I led to believe, that he did something to piss him off. Anyway, so that's my little bit of my past.
Sorry about that. You seem like you've done.
No, but that's what makes you tough.
Yeah.
If it doesn't kill you, it makes you tougher.
Yeah, you don't want to become calloused. You just want to become.
No,
hardened.
I'm what I consider a professor of positivity. Possibly and practically the most positive person on the planet.
No religious
on purpose.
talk, right?
No religious or politics.
What about meditation? Do you do that?
Meditation's. I don't do it, but it's important for a lot of people to do it.
Uh-huh.
Do you know about your telomeres?
Telomeres?
Yeah. You probably don't know.
Yes, I do know what telomeres are in DNA.
Yes.
I see biology. 14 years ago, I just had a flashback. Wow.
Well, if you keep your telomeres healthy...
the telomeres are what helps split the DNA.
No. The telomeres are the secret to aging.
Oh, yes.
If you keep them healthy, you will never age, and you won't die. Telomeres. And it's an enzyme that's connected to your DNA.
Nice.
And basically, if you meditate, if you exercise, and you eat properly, and eat the right vitamins and minerals...
That's why I love LA, because it's all about that. Like, Texas is not eat healthy. It's the fattest place in the world.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. Houston's like the fattest city in America.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
See, I learned something today.
Yep,
you gotta learn something every day.
There's your fact.
So basically, if you keep all your telomeres from unwinding, they're like a shoelace that unwind when you don't eat the right things, and you don't exercise, and you don't rest, and you don't meditate, and you don't think positively. I think positive thinking is a third of the elements to a healthy life. Mm-hmm. At least a third. And so if you don't do all those things, they unwind. And as you get older and you eat acidic foods, and you don't keep your body alkaline, and you don't do all the right things, they unravel, and finally you die.
Right.
That's what happens. So anyway, that's and I revealed that in one of my podcasts on the telomeres.
That's great, man.
And we've been talking for 28 minutes, young man.
How many views? Do you get a lot of views?
Sometimes. Depends on the subject.
Can you tell me the number? Or you don't know?
I don't even track it. See, I don't care about results. I know that you and I are having a good time, and that's all that really matters.
Oh, yeah.
If someone listens to this, if only one person in the world listens to this and learns something from it, or is benefit from it, then it's okay.
Like, hello, is there anybody in there?
Exactly.
It's not if you can hear me.
Well, let's hear you sing. I love singers. I wish I could sing. But that sounded pretty good.
Hello,
is anybody in there? Can anybody hear me?
Dun, dun, dun. Is there anyone home?
Okay, I got a funny story for you.
Well, let's hear it.
Singing story.
All right.
I was at a convention.
American flag. Woo!
Not in New Orleans, another convention, in Vegas. And it was at the Hard Rock Cafe. And it was a private party for the convention. And it was probably maybe 3,000 people there.
Uh-huh.
If there was 1,000, it was maybe 4,000. I mean, it was jam-packed. It's a big place. And they had karaoke night that's at this thing. So I decided to do Mac the Knife. Oh, that shark bites with his teeth, dear. And he shows them curly white. You know that song?
Uh-huh.
Great song.
Never heard it.
Anyway, you never heard it?
No.
Well, you are young. But, so I started singing it, and I'm a horrible singer. And literally, a few people started booing, and a few more, and they all booed. The whole place went into this horrendous, loud
booing at
booing.
you.
Booing.
Well, that sucks.
That did suck, but I was a little bit buzzed, a lot buzzed. I was drunk. Let's just say that's what it is. Because this probably would help me sing even
I've done
poorly.
the drunk shows more than
right.
callous.
So basically, I didn't give a shit that they were booing me. But it's kind of hard to sing when everyone's booing you. You can imagine, it's distracting, right?
Yeah.
So I still sang the song, and then of course at the end it goes, now that Mackie's back in town. And everyone clapped, I think, as it was over.
That's funny.
But that's my being booed by thousands of people story.
Well, Well, so what are you saying about?
Don't give a shit what people think. Here's another saying I got for you.
But then you have to,
Walter, here's very important.
All right,
another important lesson. No one's opinion matters but Walter's. Not your parents, not your best friend, not your lover, not anyone.
Well, what if I want people to have a good opinion of me because I want to be a good person and I want to have a little recognition for that, for doing good things, being a good
But if
person.
you believe you're doing it, that's the most important thing. So here's what I tell my wife. If I go out in the world today and 100 people say, Monty, you're a loser, right? I come home at the end of the day thinking, what are the odds that I ran into 100 wrong people today? They didn't convince me that even 100 people saying that I'm a loser,
Right.
they didn't convince me because I know who I am and I'm okay in my skin, right?
Yeah.
So, we like adoration. We like to be loved. I didn't get much love as a kid, but I want people to love me now.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why I'm being Dr. Fantastic. And I like when people get a kick out of hearing that I'm Dr. Fantastic, right? So I'm getting my little ego stroked.
Good for you.
I'll admit it.
There's nothing wrong
And
with
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But at the end of the day, my opinion
I
is
don't
the
know
only one
why,
that matters.
Like, in society, we're taught that you're supposed to be hyper humble.
Yeah, I don't know why that is either.
People are
and that's probably not
how
even,
dare you try to be proud of yourself?
Yeah, that's whoever taught you that.
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes, I don't
remember
I was
being
my
taught
band.
that.
Okay, so we were big fish in a small pond. We were big in New Orleans, and we did little tours and stuff. And I just remember people sometimes get a little jealous.
They're jealous.
Yeah.
And again, what does it come back to? Their opinion doesn't matter because they have agenda. See, your dad's opinion, he has an agenda, but he's living in a different generation, right?
Yeah.
He probably thinks you can't make a living as a skateboarder or a gamer or a musician, right?
Yeah,
because he's coming from a different generation. So his opinion shouldn't matter to you, even though you love him and you respect him, but he's got an agenda behind it, as your mom does, as your psychiatrist does, as your teachers do, as anyone does, even your best friend. They have an agenda. Sometimes it's a jealousy, sometimes it's trying to control you, whatever it is. So really, at the end of the day, Walter, your opinion is the only one that matters. So believe in yourself, know you're doing the right thing, and you're going to make yourself happy, because no one else can make you happy.
Yeah.
They could bring you happiness, right? But they can't make you happy.
Right.
You have to make yourself happy,
Right.
and that's writing a good script and acting it out and producing and directing it. So, because right now we're 23 minutes from the end of our scene together. Then you're going to go into an airport lounge at the ticketing agency, and that's another scene. Then you're going to get into a plane, and that's another scene. Right. Now you can just be like everybody else with blinders on and sheep, and go along with the sheep in the rat race.
I'm going to drink some champagne for sure.
Drink some champagne. That's a fantastic idea. Or you could engage with people.
Oh, I'm gonna do
tell
that
them they're
too.
fantastic. Tell every girl you see and every guy you see that they're fantastic.
Yep.
Tell the world they're fantastic, because they are. And there's nothing wrong with complimenting people.
But not everybody. There's
Well,
some bad
no,
motherfuckers out
oh my
there.
God, don't tell me. I don't want to talk negativity right now, but I watched a documentary. He said, "Don't fuck with cats." Was the name of the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, there's some sick fucks out there, and it's a damn shame. But my theory is they didn't get love as a
Yeah.
child.
Huge issue.
And here's how you solve the world's ills, because you're going to be maybe a dad one day. Is sit down with your kids for dinner every night,
Right.
whether you adopt them, whether you have them, because that, even if it's you don't talking, you're together, right? And that's going to cure the world's ills, because I guarantee you the murderers out there right now and all the really, really sick fucks did not sit down for dinner with their parents.
Yeah.
That's my theory. I have a lot of theories.
No, I think you're right, man.
Love, all you need is love. Come on. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. Love the Beatles.
That's all you need.
Did you ever see the movie?
You want to sing your little Beatles? You want to sing?
Yes.
Okay.
Across the Universe.
Tell me.
Wait a minute. Have you seen Across the Universe?
I love that movie.
Fantastic.
Tell me what songs you want to sing. I'll do and I know the harmonies to all of them. You pick one.
No, I want to do the harmonies and you do the song.
No. Okay. Okay. Fine.
You pick whatever you want. I'll go along with it.
No.
I can't remember shit.
What about Hey Jude?
Okay.
All right, you start.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let it all.
Fuck, I'm fucking up. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing.
Okay, let's do another one. What
okay.
about...
Oh, you know what? One was like the Kinks.
What about-
Kinks had some freaking
Here,
outrageous songs.
okay, what songs?
Oh, well, you can see that's the thing. I just was happy to remember the name, the Kinks. I can't get no sense. What? That's the Beatles. Oh, that's the Stones right there. I heard it the other day, and it came on. It was 3 in the morning.
Do you know Nowhere Man?
I don't know.
He's
Chart.
a real
nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all
his
nowhere plans with no one.
Doesn't have
A point of view, knows not where he's going to. It's
Isn't
a bit like you and me. Ain't not bad, huh?
Nowhere Man.
Oh, I got a funny story for you
Let's
about
hear it.
singing. I was working with the Westwood Playhouse.
All right.
And they asked me to promote a play that was coming up. So they said, we're going to buy a booth on Westwood Boulevard. You know Westwood, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to tell everyone about this play coming up.
Uh-huh.
It was the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo.
Wow.
Which turned into Oingo Boingo, which turned into Danny Elfman being the biggest scorer in Hollywood.
Good for that.
Okay? He's a genius, Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
At any rate, so about 5 minutes into promoting it and filling up helium balloons, I was bored. So I started taking hits of the helium.
Oh, wow.
And I started going,
I love
welcome to Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo, right? But then there's this gay guy working with me, and he knew all those show tunes. So he would feed me these lines from all the show tunes. And so I'd take a hit of helium and sing those lines. Literally, I had hundreds of people in a big crowd
You passed,
having the time of their life listening to me sing.
you passed the fuck out.
Huh? Well, that's after every once in a while, because it was right next to UCLA, right?
Take a little-
I'd say to the crowd, "Are there any doctors out there? Because I don't know if
I
I'm
might be hitting the floor.
exactly. I don't know if I'm killing myself because I got a buzz, you know." And some guy said,
Everybody's
"Well,
like, "Oh."
I'm a scientist," and he said, "Basically, when you go underwater, they feed helium as part of the oxygen
Yep,
to you.
yep.
And
Pure
so
oxygen is toxic underwater.
Correct.
It's kind of strange.
Yes, it's kind of strange, yeah. So anyway, so I maybe I fucked my brain up too. I don't know, but I sure had a lot of fun that day. 2 days actually, a whole weekend. I think I did 16 hours of stand up. I'd do some jokes, I'd sing some songs, all on helium.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
That is funny as
It
hell.
was funny as shit.
That could be your bit if it wasn't so freaking toxic. That could be your shtick.
When you hear someone talk on helium, it's hilarious. No matter what they say, they could say "shit doesn't stink," you know, and it's hilarious to hear. You know. Oh, that was a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun in my life. It's like if I die today,
Me too.
I had a freaking great movie.
I still got a lot more, but
Oh my gosh,
I've done
yes.
some fun shit.
Yes,
man.
you do. And
Done
now
some crazy things. I've been arrested in Paris. I've done some things.
I just got arrested recently
Before,
for
man.
picking up a hitchhiker.
Whoa.
And they handcuffed me, and guess what I said when he was handcuffing me?
But
This is fantastic because
Oh,
I'd never
wow.
been arrested before, and it was a good experience.
that's bullshit.
And I know I didn't do anything
Swanky.
really wrong. So being arrested as a new experience in my life is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I can have a new experience in my life, I think it's fantastic. And I want new experiences every day. That's why I'm reaching out to everybody who's listening. Again, I'm serious. Call 310-913-5533. We'll film it. I'm going to come to your company, and I'm going to do your job, whether it's the president of the company or the janitor, and I'm going to show how easy it is. Of course, I'm sorry, Mr. President, that it is really easy because all you're really doing as president is overseeing everyone else, making sure they're doing their job. And that's where my talent comes in because I can see the mistakes people are making. And so that's the challenge to everybody. One day, paid, so then I could call it, I could count it as one of my careers. As everyone knows, I became Santa this year, and I've been getting paid. Tonight I have a gig, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all paying gigs to be Santa. $130 an hour, which ain't too bad, but it's more importantly, it's fun.
And
Making the kids happy.
Follow me on Instagram
Follow.
at Salty Walty and listen to my band Chopped Up Tulips. You can follow them too at Chopped Up Tulips Instagram at Salty Walty SALTY_WALTIE.
And we're going to write that down in a second here. Also, my Instagram is 2BeFantastic. The number 2, the letter B, fantastic. Follow both of us. And everyone, be fantastic, because this young man is fantastic.
Right on, y'all. This is
Okay.
a great guy. Peace.
Peace, everybody.